Welcome back to more Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. When we last left off, we gave our Veve away.
Boo.
But no, we dropped off a copy, and we've pretty much done everything we need to do, so let's get out of here.
Take his fish.
I'll be going.
Aw.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
Yeah, there's really not much else here to do, so let's get the heck out of
The
here.
door isn't
Open the
going
door.
anywhere.
Damn it.
Use the door button on the door.
I don't wanna. I want to take the door, damn it.
There should just be like one random door in the game that works on.
Let me take the door.
Where do you want me to take it? Wait.
What?
Sorry. Wires crossed there.
Just... Oh, man. Okay, so... Now, if you recall, from the last episode, I sold a painting for $100.
Yes. And now you have
And
$100.
since we-
Hi. Uh-huh.
And since we're so into... Voodoo...
$100 in cash. That's the most money Gabriel had in his pockets in 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that book selling business is not doing good.
No, it does not seem that way. We're gonna talk to him first. Because I want Willie
Can
Jr.
I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Can you tell me anything else about how animal masks are used?
They're curiosities, no? This here's a curio shop.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting.
Willie Jr.
Are you still interested in selling that crocodile mask?
Or you show me $100 and the mask is yours.
Alright, well, I don't have to do it
Hey!
here. I wasn't sure the order in which I had to approach it. This is a Sierra game after all, so I could have given him the $100 and just it vanishes and never to return again. And
He considers it a donation, and
exactly. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to break something.
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
Miesk?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
yeah, shit.
Yay, I have a mask. I'm just gonna shove it in my pocket.
Seems reasonable.
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Now you're gonna have to come up with a new name for the
Don't
headless
you go
statue.
forget your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you're having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
Well, that was an illuminating exchange. Let's look at what we got here.
Nobody ever needs it, sir.
But yet here we are.
But yet it's my best
The
seller.
crocodile mask is made of genuine crocodile head. It looks heavy, hot, and smelly.
Well, it's important that my crocodile masks are made of 100% crocodile head.
It makes sense to me.
I'm only interested in the authentic crocodile head mask. Thank you very much.
Never use synthetic.
Show me the crocodile head. I mean, the real crocodile head.
The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil.
What happens if I try to use these on myself right now?
Gabriel doesn't want to put the mask on until he has to.
Let Gabriel talk for himself, damn it.
Hey, I should know when I need to put the mask on. I am the protagonist after all. Now, actually, no.
Saving
is
the
a
game
Sierra-
real quick.
This is a Sierra game.
The oil would be wasted on me. I don't gamble.
Okay. Precautionary Sierra saves. Before doing something stupid. What was the one I did before? Oh, right. Let's say, what's the one I did before we started?
I don't think using that thing on anyone would be safe.
Not a good idea.
No. Do we have anything else? I don't believe
Use
so.
the brick on yourself.
I thought I did this already.
Gabriel cannot think of any sane way to use that piece of brick on himself.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Not surprising, but let's stop messing around. We have other things we need to do. Like harass old ladies. Because we have that phone book page we have not used yet.
Hmm.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back, though.
Oh, joy.
I love how he says that like, somehow he was going to die from humidity out there.
He's just gonna turn into a pile of slime. Choking me. Need bourbon.
Alright. I think it's... this one?
Somewhere there's
Yes.
a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
Right. So, there are 4 Casanos, however you want to pronounce it. And we need to figure out which one is the old lady that we saw walk into the Voodoo store.
Cauliflower A. That sounds like an insult. And then it's canker sore at 555-1270.
Alright, so we've got Casino B, which is 555-1270. We got 555-1220.
Casino B has the same number as canker sore.
Indeed.
I think that's a clue.
It might be. We'll see.
Or it's just an art oversight.
It could be. 1280 or 1237. So they all start with 12, so that makes it a little bit easier to deal with. 70, 20, 80, 37.
And one of them's a 535 number, not a 555 number.
Oh. Oh, yes.
Casino
535. 535 1237. Well, considering that it's pretty distinct, I wonder if that's our number. And I've immediately forgotten what it was.
535 1237.
1237. 555 or 535 1237. 535 1237.
I think you need to turn it on first.
On. 535. Why the hell do you have a phone that if you pick it up it doesn't turn on?
Casino residence, may I help you?
Hi, you won a customer raffle at the Dixieland drugstore?
No soliciting, please.
Alright, well that wasn't it.
Alright.
So much for my genius idea there. I mean, that was pretty suspect. So let's try 555 1280. So we circle around the desk yet again, somehow.
Hello?
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we found our person. But that little bit of an exchange did give us a little bit of a clue. Because I'm sure in the not-so-subtle...
Somewhere.
No. Not-so-subtle appearance of this...
Cajun Critters Veterinary Clinic, eh?
Exactly, 555-6170. We might be able to get something out of this yet and figure out where this person is. Damn it.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Do you know anything about animal sacrifice? Just getting right into it, pal.
Know anything about animal sacrifice?
What are you, some kind of sicko?
Well, that went well.
I think you can
Let's
hit
try
the,
that again.
Maybe you can hit the mem button to have it redial.
Actually,
Gabriel never has figured out how to operate the memory function on this phone.
no, you can't.
Nice.
It's just there to be a jerk.
There's nothing there.
No, one.
Cajun
If you need to
Critters
order
Animal
a special
Clinic. This is
dialing
Melissa.
wand,
No, that's if I hit too many buttons, not... Well, I guess my fingers are too thin.
Yep.
Well, let's just get right to the quick here.
Do you have a Madame Kazonu as a client?
Madame Kazanu? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out.
ooh,
Who are you again?
Well, here's the big thing, is that we know what her dog's name is.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
The wonders of the early 90s where people were so naive and trusting and caller ID didn't exist.
well, and you know that's since it's a veterinary clinic, that's also a HIPPO violation.
The hippo violation?
Yes, HIPPO.
Alright, so we have an address. Let's go harass old ladies. So find out more about Voodoo.
Voodoo?
Or however he's gonna pronounce it this time around.
Voodoo.
Actually it's gonna be completely different because well
What can you tell
Well,
me
you'll see.
about Voodoo?
no.
I'm going out.
See ya.
Just wait. It's better.
I'm worried.
It's a nice map icon.
Gonna go say hi to the dog. Screw this mystery. There's a dog.
Okay, well. Don't think this approach is gonna work.
Who is it?
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
Like any good Catholic, you're very in tune with the evil eye.
Well,
I'm not sure how much of a joke I'm making right there.
I don't know. So this would be your clue to what I did on day 1 that made absolutely no sense when I, heisted a bunch of priest stuff from the church.
That makes sense now.
So we need to be a good old Catholic preacher.
All right, but this is private.
Wow, it cleaned his pants too.
Yeah. And we need to look a little bit more presentable.
The things I do for my art.
Oh my.
Yes, now we are... actually, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to let Tim Curry just write it from here.
Yes? Who is it?
You can probably see where this
Oh,
is going
no.
just from the name.
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
Yes, we're gonna get Cajun
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Irish accent here going.
Now,
This is beautiful.
what can I do for you?
Yep. Well, since we're here, let's take a look around.
Madame seems to like candles. Gabriel wonders if these two are specialties of Mr. Walker's shop. Madame seems to like candles. Madame's antiques are probably worth something.
Is that a voodoo Jesus on the right there, under the lamp?
The painting behind the couch is a Madonna and Child.
Right under the lamp there.
Like all
See 'em?
good hostesses, Madame has candy out for her guests. These appear to be several decades old.
Oh, down here, I see.
Madame's parlor is full of carefully dusted and polished relics of her past.
All right, without any
I can't find out.
without any explicit confirmation or denial, I'm going to say yes, that is the voodoo Jesus.
The folding screen has a colorful pattern. It looks oriental.
Looks what?
Madame finds comfort in these iconic images, it seems.
What do we got?
There's an old-fashioned jewelry box on the coffee table. A low wooden coffee table sits in front of the sofa. The tea service has been polished recently. Madame uses it with her Creole sisters, perhaps? Madame Cassanu looks fragile and pale under a thick layer of face powder. If Gabriel is not mistaken, she's a slice short of a loaf.
Can I look at the dog?
Madame
Can you talk to the
Madam-
dog?
It
Can I
appears that
pet your
cannot.
dog? I'm gonna steal the dog.
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Good fathers.
I'm just one of the fathers, thank you.
Do you find the weather to your liking?
It's terribly humid. I only go out in the morning and evening.
Have you been attending Mass regularly, my child?
Oh, yes, Father. I attend Mass every morning. Many don't these days, you know.
You are dedicated, Madame.
I think we got one more.
It's so nice.
No, we don't. Only 3. Okay. Let's get into the questions.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Hey, where's the dog? Wow.
And here we go. You ready?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think I'm just a foolish old woman, but I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over this city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on the clothes. You have to be so careful. But I know their ways, so I can protect myself. I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
Also, I carry a Glock, just in case. I hide it in the dog.
It's my favorite spell. It's Alakablam.
Yes. Axio gun.
Tell me more about voodoo in New Orleans.
It's just plain evil. It's dangerous to even discuss it.
Well then, moving on then.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know. Even here in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
Ah, hermetism. Works for me.
Hey, yeah, I'm okay with that. Anything else to say?
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Shh. They'll hear you.
Didn't know murders could hear.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleanians are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans.
Excuse me?
Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Also, I thought New Orleans was cool before it was cool. Says the French people.
Yep.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You know, I can stroll the streets of the French Quarter and see in my mind's eye the way it used to be. It was wonderful in the old days.
I thought you said you don't leave your house anymore.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans isn't what it used to be, I can tell you. There's too few of the real people left.
I'm not gonna touch that one. We'll just let that go.
What can you tell me
She's
about
old.
New Orleans?
Just let her have it.
New Orleans isn't...
Alright, that's the same thing.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes! They're evil creatures. Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Now we're getting
Right,
somewhere.
Thanks.
Anything else?
Do you know anything about snakes?
Probably not.
It would be bad luck to talk about that anymore.
Well then.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
Do I know?
What can you tell me about St. John's
Anything
Eve?
else?
I don't think I should say any more about that.
No. That would be a no.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans corps means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, but I do.
Don't eat the chili.
It means goat without horns.
Oh, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Yeah, explains a lot about the crime scenes.
Well, yeah, if we couldn't figure that out for ourselves already from what we learned from the professor whose name I forget over at Tulane.
Professor Dorkwad.
I forgot his name already.
That Cabri sans corps thing.
Do not continue to tease me, Father. You know what it means as well as I.
Alright, well, let's keep going.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
More?
She was only a front for the real evildoers, Father. And that's the truth about Marie Laveau.
When did we talk about Marie Laveau?
Does that mean there's a grand
Tell
conspiracy?
me more about Marie Laveau.
She was only a...
That's weird.
Mm.
Okay, whatever.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about veves?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Those things they have at soccer games.
No, that's a Vevezella. Voodoo.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Would you like to do a Schottenjäger? Come on, Grandma.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
I don't know if it's just me, but I find the turn of phrase voodoo queen to be kind of weird.
Yeah, it's reminding me of... Wasn't there a voodoo queen in, Tommy?
I don't know.
No, wait, that was the acid queen.
I think those are different things.
It depends who you talk to.
You have anything else
Can
to
you
say?
tell me anything else about human sacrifice?
What is there to tell? They cut your heart out.
Oh, whoops. Was that supposed to be a sound of them cutting your heart out?
It sounded like it. I think it would sound more like a vacuum. They'll cut your heart right out.
Alright. Well, before we get into the Voodoo Queens...
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Like vampires? Oh, wait.
No. That's not this one.
Yeah, okay.
That's 3.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, father, I don't know what else to say.
Alright, well, let's ask about the real Voodoo Queens.
Who were the real Voodoo Queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Lavaux was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years.
Ooh.
She's head of a secret voodoo en fort. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real Voodoo Queen controlled Lavaux, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Like Reggie.
Anything else to say?
Is there anything else you remember about the real Voodoo Queen?
Well, my great-grandmother said that the real Voodoo Queen was the most beautiful woman on earth. She had the most incredible copper-colored skin.
Well, this being an adventure game, that doesn't bode well.
Yeah.
Considering we have encountered someone like that, whose
Someone
last
who-
name seems to...
Yeah, someone who seems
Someone who's...
matches that description
Good.
and seems to be important to the plot.
And whose last name is one letter away from one of the Voodoo Loa we learned about back in the presentation. Gee, I wonder if there's a coincidence.
Is there anything else you remember about the real Voodoo Queen?
Well, they are all brides of Satan. Other than that, I can't think of anything.
Okay. We got a new topic.
Tell me more about this secret Voodoo Hound Four.
Well,
Hound
Hound
food.
food.
never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, father.
Ah,
I
it's a secret to
swear on
everyone.
my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It's this dog.
It radiates something, alright.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations.
Can I have it?
Would you bless it for me, father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake. Even though its vibes aren't great, let it do no...
It's a bracelet in the shape of a snake.
Well, as I skipped across, I didn't think I was actually going to skip it. I thought it was timed, so I apologize for skipping through Gabriel's
It's probably for the best.
lackluster prayer. But obviously we need this, and she's not going to part with it. So
Tweezers.
welcome to Adventure Game Logic, where we needed the clay from Lake Pontchartrain
Okay.
Gabriel has a thought
to make a
about
mold
the clay.
of the bracelet.
Bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
Just lost the accent there.
I feel so much better now.
So now we have an impression of the bracelet.
It's a clay mold of Madame Kazunu's snake bracelet.
Oh boy.
Which is not the bracelet, but it's better than nothing. So now we're going to need to figure out who the heck can do this for us and not take the door, but use the door.
Gabriel cannot open the front hall. He only needs to walk there.
I'm on the door. Give me a break.
Well, madame, I must be going.
Of course, father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
So busy you phased straight through the wall. Wow. Nice work there, Gabriel.
Okay.
Maybe change out of the clothes.
Well, we'll do that automatically.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
As I said. We'll do that automatically. Alright, well, we have a couple other things to think about. So we got another call from this Wolfgang Ritter character that maybe Grandma knows a little bit about.
Ah, that makes sense.
Since, you know, we have ancestors whose name
My
is Ritter from
precious
Germany.
boy. How wonderful of you to stop by.
Can't stay away from you, Gran.
Oh, God.
Make yourself at home, son.
So let's have another little chat.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
So we can ask about... We've asked about Heinz Ritter, which we did earlier, but now we can ask about Wolfgang Ritter.
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter. Oh, no, dear.
Odd. Do you know anyone named...
No?
Do you know anyone named Heinz Ritter?
Heinz Ritter. Oh, Gabriel.
Oh, I thought we had asked
Where
about that
did you
already.
hear that
I guess
name?
not.
I found a letter in Granddaddy's closet.
Ah, yes. We did not
I
ask.
promised I'd never tell you or your father. But I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Whoops.
Tell me, Gran.
Your granddad's name was Heinz Ritter before he came to America. He changed it to Harrison Knight legally when he arrived.
You what?
Why did Granddad change his name?
I don't know. I tried to ask him about his family, his life before America, but he didn't want to talk about it.
That might explain
Never
why we
even
met in
told me
Argentina.
about his name change. I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer. Since he obviously found it painful, I never questioned him about it. But I'm sure it wasn't trouble with the law. Your granddad was the best man I ever knew.
Didn't Granddad ever say anything about his past or his family?
Only that his family was crazy, and that he never wanted to see them again. He believed in some family curse, thought that he could spare Philip and Philip's children from what he called old nightmares. Whatever Harrison wanted to spare you, though, it cost him plenty. He never did sleep well, and he would often get a far-away, guilty look in his eyes. He was wrestling with something he thought he should be doing, someplace he thought he ought to be. I don't know how he could think that he should be anywhere but with me and our child. It's a terrible way to live.
Anything else to say?
Do you know anything else about Hans Ritter?
I've told you all I know about your granddad's past.
Okay, well now that we've broken through that, now let's ask about
Do
Wolfgang
you know
Ritter.
anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany. I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
Well, since he's calling me, I'd imagine he is.
Do you know anyone named
Is that-
Wolfgang
Am I gonna get
Ritter?
the same thing?
I don't know
Yep.
what else to tell you, dear.
Okay, well, I mean, that was the biggest thing we came back here for, because points!
Yes! We're in this for the points.
I mean, I don't think I'm getting max points, but, you know,
Be in
whatever.
this to steal Grandma's door. Go for it.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Oh, I remembered the right icon this time. Alright, well, we're actually kind of running out of things to do. We do have 2 more things we can do. First one is to go back over here.
Napoleon House. You're gonna juice that guy up with gambler's oil.
Absolutely. Let's have a chat. I think it's him.
No, I think it's the other guy on the
Sorry
other
to bother
side.
you, but could I ask you a few questions?
I'm not the chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you old bastard, you're not.
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam.
I thought this wasn't that kind of a bar.
Look, someone else.
You're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Alright, now I believe...
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the
I
moment.
think we talked through this already, but...
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
Yep, alright. So we already talked to him about voodoo.
About
And
everything.
Yeah, when I jumped the gun a little bit on that no. There you are. Can I read it?
The label reads Master Gambling Oil, but no ingredients, warnings, or instructions are included.
Nice.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game, that's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Ooh.
That was a nice moonwalk there.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Might make a good salad dressing.
Mmm.
Well, we've got to get him to think.
Don't you ever
he's being-
wonder why Marcus wins
Yeah,
every
so we got to
time?
ride this
Get
train
outta
here.
Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe,
Oh, maybe not.
it might make a good salad dressing.
I'm a meat and potatoes man myself, sorry.
Well, it's a good potato dressing. Grease up them taters.
Loser.
Shut up, Marcus.
Let's try that again.
Got another second, Sam?
Yeah, what is it this time?
Just do that sweet ass moonwalk
About
again.
this oil.
Yeah, what about it?
Alright, well.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
Yeah, let's do it.
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
Cause using voodoo might not be fair.
Maybe I jumped the gun.
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Marcus? Using voodoo? That old bastard.
Pitiful, isn't it?
Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard.
Come on.
Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd have put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
What? There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
I'm just gonna down that? Okay.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the
Humperdinck.
biggest butthead
Humperdinck.
Humperdinck,
Humperdinck.
that I ever met.
Checkmate!
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Oh my. Lose once in 2 decades and you
I
get
did it!
Yeah.
completely flustered.
Yeah, somebody's
Nice
not happy
game.
about that.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
Well, it's funny you should ask that.
Can I ask you
Or
some
funny you should
questions
say
now?
that.
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in this bot too long to know much about anything.
What can you tell me about voodoo? Oh,
Well-
voodoo! I know all about voodoo. Yeah.
Well, again, logic doesn't really bear here, but
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know.
of course you
And
are.
I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great. Thanks.
Also, no, I wasn't talking about chess. I've been addicted to Diablo too. Say, would you like
Was
to
that
buy?
90? Was that 93?
Would you like to
Would that been
buy?
for 20 years?
Would you like to buy a stone of Jordan? No, I think that was 99. So I'm a little early.
All right. Well, we have one other thing we can do. Now that we know about that tomb at the end of the row, that was for the Getty family. Maybe we should investigate that a little bit. Since, of course, that is pertinent to our interests in more ways than one. I mean, not dead people, just the people that are associated with it. That is something else.
Nice save. Nice save.
Yeah, let's not get into different game territory here. Let's stick with what this one's weird enough. Don't need to make it worse. Okay. Now, there we go. Oh, and look who's here. Look who we're stalking.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
Checking out the corpses.
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
No kidding.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
Are you a 200-year-old voodoo
can't stop
priestess?
thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight
Cue
it.
Peter Cetera.
Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100
Oh
times.
my word.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Tradition!
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world?
No.
I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life.
Yes, there is. I've seen
Not
the size
now,
of your house.
Not ever.
Damn it.
Smooth.
Well, that worked well.
Smooth moves, man.
Mm-hmm. You feel like that angel about right now?
Yeah.
Meh.
And like that other angel. I'm just gonna stare at the wall now.
Well, we still can't get in there, so we'll just mosey our way away, ashamed, rejected, cueing Peter Cetera in a place where it wasn't appropriate. As an aside,
It's getting late.
having watched Frozen 2,
Gabriel
getting into that
decides to go
Lost
home
in the
for
Woods song, that sounds like a Peter Cetera track. It's just like, what the hell am I listening to? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go listen to it. It's fantastic. Hello.
Oh no!
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
That's what she said.
Look, I got a curtain.
Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything
There's
right
too
now.
much clutter in this place.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
He's gonna get Voodoo murdered. No! 5 minutes later.
No, we're into a new... Alright, Ralph, that's your cue.
I spoke to the one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. What? And I don't even... What? So you made a veil out of the guy's ears, but they were crosses? I'm not following this at all. Alright, I'm going home.
Hey, no nightmares this time.
That helps when you don't sleep.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Have it your way.
What about congratulations, huh?
Well, it's a new day. And if you're observant, you'll notice something a little bit different.
Someone's staring at you.
Exactly.
Why?
We have some weird creepy dude staring out the window at us.
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah. He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure
Okay,
outside
I figured
does
I
not
got something
respond.
different, but I guess not.
Try the question mark one.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure
That's not a question,
outside
Gabriel.
does not respond.
Alright, well, we gotta do our usual routine. Let's check out the paper.
Times-Picayune, dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the Voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this.
They've closed the case.
Uh-oh.
What case?
The Voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel. But if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
I think I
You
will.
don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peachy.
A little late for that, pal.
Well, we haven't died yet, so, I mean, that's... This, for a Sierra game, that's a pretty good record right now. Alright. Well, since you gave us the suggestion to go see Mosley, let's go see Mosley.
See you later.
Have fun.
You're not gonna talk to that guy who's right outside your shop?
Apparently we're not going to care that much about it. Vroom vroom!
Look at him go.
I should just be able to go back. Indeed. Right, yep.
Mosley, my man.
Yeah, what is it, you wanker?
What is it, you mustard jacket wearing jerk?
I'd like to buy a used car.
I hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch.
Yeah, it was in the paper. You already knew that.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
What can you tell me about Voodoo?
No, not again.
I told you, don't.
Case status.
What's the status on the Voodoo murders
and
case?
then reopen case.
The case? What case? I told you. The Voodoo murders case is closed.
And who did it?
Just close it. It's not solved, is it?
It's the butler.
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia was trying to invade local territory, using Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot. What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New Orleans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. And they're probably right.
What about the local cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're part of us. We'll deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm
That's
not
a little
totally
murder
in
between
agreement
friends.
here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book, too. Look, next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks.
That's some quality detective work there, Lou. I mean, Mosley. Well, let's ask about
How
reopening
can I
the case.
convince you to reopen the case?
Look, the department's not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay. You want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Now insulting.
Have you ever called the hair club
same
for men?
ones.
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Yeah, nothing new there.
Yeah, he still deserved it.
Now, I don't know if we can do part of it with our Veve.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? Well, that's pretty good work, Knight. But that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
Oh.
Alright, well, we do have our friend at Tulane working on that, so
Open
maybe
the
that's
door.
something that we will
Open the door.
Stumble across later. I just want to take his suit.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Ciao, baby.
Alright. So, we don't have a ton right now to do. We do have a bracelet to pick up, since he said it would be ready tomorrow, and it is now tomorrow.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you. This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world. The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
He's gonna get voodoo
Also,
murdered.
Mic recording quality problems, and number 2, that's not what he means by around the world. Because it is that kind of far.
Oh my.
Alright, well, we got a bracelet. Let's go... No, not to the cathedral. I want to go to Jackson Square.
Oh, now you walk fast. Jeez.
Yes. Oh, look. I think our friend is back, but we have a bracelet to look at first. Let's look at that.
Sam's replica of Madame Cazeneu's snake bracelet looks just like the original.
And of course, we must use it on ourselves.
I don't want that thing on my wrist.
I think I
This
did
is
everything
the
else.
last page of inventory.
Can I use the magnifying glass on the bracelet?
Gabriel can see that just fine without magnification.
Oh, you're no fun. Alright, anyway.
It appears that Madame Lorelei has returned.
The person we kind of scared the absolute crap out of last time. Yeah, we'll start with that one.
You're back. You really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Oh.
Stay away from Margagetti, or you shall pay with your life.
What the hell is going on?
What? Why did that get a cutscene?
Who knows, man?
She was rolling her eyes at me. Terrifying.
I think it's implied that she disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Poof disappeared. Not just ran away this time.
Hmm.
That's probably why it got a cutscene. Because they couldn't animate that. And if you were watching while I was talking, we actually saw somebody who looks vaguely familiar. Who's still hacking up a lung.
Corf.
There we go.
He's getting away.
It's clear he doesn't want to hang around us very much. But there is something we can do with that. Place we have not yet been. He's obviously sneaking around here for a reason, considering he's not leaving, so let's try to figure out what exactly he's doing.
These binoculars aren't going anywhere without a jackhammer.
But I want one.
4 pairs of binoculars.
Operate.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer?
So he talks to the drummer, and then it looks like he's headed off to the cathedral. So let's go and investigate. Doubt the drummer is going to give us anything, but let's find out.
You should know better than to try and get information out of a drummer.
I feel personally attacked by that.
That was the point.
Well, you're just a jerk.
Damn it! my hubris.
The drummer is busy.
It looked busy to me.
The drummer is busy. That wouldn't work on the drummer. That wouldn't work on the drummer.
Nice try.
A lone drummer beats out a haunting rhythm on a large African drum.
Haunting rhythm is not the phrase I would use.
Alright, well, since we can't get anything out of him...
Dunk, dunk. Wow, this is the most haunting thing I've ever heard in my life. Dunk, dunk.
Let's... Oh my, that doesn't look good.
Crash is huddled in a pew. He looks seriously ill.
No, don't pew out here. That's for the confessional.
Yeah. So, before getting into conversation with Crash, this seems like a good place to stop for now.
Ooh,
so
a cliffhanger.
Join us next time. Yeah, when we
Crash is huddled
talk
in
to our half-dead friend over here.
He looks seriously ill.
He's turning blue.
Yeah, that's not good. People usually don't do that. So, join us next time where we try to figure out what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, I think he's getting voodoo murdered. That's the only logical explanation.
Well, we'll find out next time. Join us then, won't you?
See ya.